All right, listen up, you future titans of industry, you relentless warriors, you magnificent bastards. This isn't about yelling the loudest. This isn't about making the most noise. This is about wielding the most potent, most overlooked weapon in your arsenal, silence. Yeah, you heard me. Silence. Most people think power comes from shouting, from grandstanding, from being seen and heard at every single second. They think it's about the flashy car, the loud suits, the big declarations. And sure, those things have their place in the show, but the real power, the power that builds empires, the power that outmaneuvers rivals, the power that transforms average into absolute, undeniable domination, that power operates in the quiet. It thrives in the unseen hours. It sharpens itself in the shadows. For too long, you've been caught in the cacophony. The endless notifications, the constant opinions, the ceaseless chatter of a world desperate for your attention. But while they're busy screaming into the void, you, my friend, are about to learn how to operate like a true predator, like a wolf, strategic, patient, absolutely deadly in its focus. Today, we're not just going to talk about being quiet. We're going to talk about leveraging silence as a strategic advantage. We're going to talk about how to shut out the noise, how to turn your inner chaos into unshakable calm, and how to make your progress so deafening that your doubters are left stunned, asking themselves how you did it. This isn't for the faint of heart. This isn't for those who need constant validation. This is for the brave. This is for the bold. This is for those who understand that sometimes the most powerful statement you can make is no statement at all. It's the silent grind. It's the disciplined focus. It's the quiet execution that outlasts, outworks, and ultimately outwins everyone else. Are you ready to discover your ultimate weapon? Are you ready to unleash the silent wolf within? Then let's get to work. The sacred stillness, your first hour, your silent sanctuary. Let me tell you something profound. The most powerful battle of your day is won or lost before the sun even fully rises. It's not fought in the boardroom. It's not fought in the market. It's fought in the first hour of your morning, in the quiet, undisturbed sanctuary you create for yourself. Most people, they give it away. They wake up and immediately they plunge into the noise. The phone, the news, the notifications. They react to the world instead of creating their own. And when you react, my friend, you're not leading, you're following, but you're different. You're here because you crave more. You're here because you understand that true power comes from intention. So the first step in wielding silence as a weapon is to reclaim your first hour. Make it sacred. Make it untouchable. Make it a fortress of stillness where nothing, and I mean nothing, can penetrate your focus. This is your quiet hour. Your time to set the tone, to prime your mind, to visualize your victory before the battle even begins. No screens! This is non-negotiable. Put the phone away. Resist the urge to check emails or scroll social media. That's noise. That's distraction. That's giving your power away to algorithms and other people's agendas. Deep breathing, 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes of focused, intentional breathing. Oxygen to your brain. Calm to your nervous system. Clear the static. Visualization, close your eyes. See your day unfolding with absolute precision. See yourself crushing your goals. See the obstacles dissolving. Feel the success. Make it real in your mind before it becomes real in your world. Intentional learning. Read 10 pages of a powerful book. Listen to a short, impactful podcast. Something that feeds your mind, not just fills it. This isn't about consuming. It's about building. Why silence in this hour? Because silence is fertile ground. It's where ideas are born. It's where clarity emerges from chaos. It's where you can hear your own thoughts, your own intuition, your own direction, without the incessant chatter of the outside world. This isn't just about productivity. It's about mental fortitude. It's about building a mind that can focus deeply, powerfully, without succumbing to external pressures. It's about cultivating the inner stillness that allows you to make decisive moves when others are paralyzed by uncertainty. When you win this hour, silently, intentionally, You set the stage for winning the entire day. And when you win enough days, you win your life. This isn't just a routine, it's a declaration. A declaration that your peace, your focus, and your future are non-negotiable. The unseen work, forging greatness in the quiet hours. Let me tell you something about truly great success. It's rarely built in public. It's forged in the quiet hours. It's cultivated when no one's watching, when the world is asleep, or when everyone else is distracted by entertainment. While they're scrolling, you're sowing. While they're consuming, you're creating. And that, my friends, is how you build a fortune, a legacy, a life that separates you from the masses. Most people think success is a sprint. They look for the big break, the viral moment, the instant gratification. But true, lasting success, the kind that creates empires, is a marathon run in silence. It's the relentless, consistent work that happens when the cameras are off, when the applause fades, and when the only audience is you and your unwavering commitment. Think about the wolf. It doesn't hunt with a parade. It moves silently, strategically, observing, learning, and striking with lethal precision. That's your model. The after-hours grind. You come home from your regular work. Most people collapse on the couch. Not you. You dedicate another hour, maybe two, to your vision. This could be building a side business, learning a high-income skill, writing that book, developing that product. This is your personal economy, growing in the shadows. The focus study, instead of mindless entertainment, you dive deep into mastering your craft. You read biographies of legends, you dissect market trends, you study negotiation, influence, sales, leadership. You become a student of success, not just an admirer. This is where your unfair advantage is born. The silent planning. You map out your strategies. You visualize complex deals. You anticipate challenges and devise solutions, all in the quiet space of your own mind or on paper. This isn't just dreaming, it's strategic calculation. This unseen work is where true power accumulates. It's where you develop skills that make you indispensable. It's where you identify opportunities others miss. It's where you turn raw ambition into tangible results. Why is it so effective? Because there are no distractions. There's no performance anxiety. There's only pure, unadulterated focus on building your future. And here's the kicker. The results of this silent work will eventually speak for themselves. You don't need to announce your intentions. You don't need to boast about your efforts. Let your progress be your loudest statement. Let your rising influence, your growing wealth, your undeniable results be the roar that echoes through the valley. Because when you've built something truly formidable in silence, the world will have no choice but to take notice. And by then, you'll already be 10 steps ahead, ready for your next quiet conquest. The art of the unspoken, when silence outmaneuvers noise. In this world, everyone has an opinion. Everyone has advice. Everyone has a criticism, a doubt, a reason why you can't, why you shouldn't, why you're crazy. And most people, they fall into the trap. They argue, they defend, they explain, they waste precious energy trying to convince small minds of their grand vision. But that, my friend, is a fool's game. The true master, the one who operates on a different level, understands the power of the unspoken. They understand that sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. This isn't about being passive. It's about being strategic. It's about leveraging silence as a tactical weapon to outmaneuver the noise, disarm the doubters, and let your results scream louder than any words. Think about it. When they criticize, you execute while they're busy tearing you down. You're busy building while they're dissecting your flaws. You're refining your skills. The energy they expend on negativity is energy you channel directly into your progress. When they doubt you deliver, they'll tell you it's impossible. They'll say you're not good enough. You don't engage. You don't debate. You simply return to your quiet work. And when the time is right, you unleash a result so undeniable that their doubt shatters. When they seek attention, you seek results. The loudest voices are often the emptiest. They crave validation. They live for the applause. You, on the other hand, live for the victory. You don't need a standing ovation for every step. You simply need to make the step. This is the art of strategic silence. It's about conserving your energy. It's about protecting your focus. It's about understanding that your mission is too important to be derailed by external noise. It's you saying, my work speaks for itself. My results are my argument. My progress is my proof. And here's a psychological truth. When you refuse to react, when you meet their noise with your stillness, you subtly communicate a profound power. You communicate that you are unbothered. You communicate that their words hold no sway over you. You communicate that you are operating on a different plane, where the only thing that matters is the relentless pursuit of your goals. This isn't just about keeping quiet. It's about choosing the battlefield. And when you choose silence, you win without even firing a shot. Because while they're busy talking, you're busy taking over. Silence is clarity, the wellspring of decisive action. In a world drowning in data, information overload, and endless opinions, the ability to find clarity is paramount. And clarity, my friends, is born in silence, not in the chaos of constant input, but in the deliberate stillness that allows your mind to process, to synthesize, to connect the dots, and to see the path forward with undeniable precision. Most people make decisions in a hurry. They react to the latest news, the loudest voice, the most urgent demand. And their decisions are often clouded by fear, by external pressure, by a lack of true understanding. But the true leader, the wolf who dominates, knows that haste makes waste. They seek the quiet before the charge. Your sacred hour isn't just for learning or building, it's for thinking deep, uncomfortable, honest thinking, strategic reflection. Step away from the immediate problem. Take 5, 10 minutes of absolute silence. Let your mind wander, but with a specific question in mind. What is the true obstacle here? What is the clearest path forward? What am I missing? Problem dissection. Break down complex challenges into their simplest components in your mind. This quiet introspection allows you to see the roots of the problem, not just the symptoms. Vision sharpening in silence, you can truly connect with your deepest desires, your grandest vision. This mental clarity fuels your definiteness of purpose, making your why so strong that your how becomes inevitable. Jim Rohn said, "You don't get paid for the hour. You get paid for the value you bring to the hour. And the highest value you can bring is clarity. When your mind is cluttered, your actions are confused. But when your mind is clear, your actions become precise, powerful, and decisive." Think about a sniper. He doesn't fire wildly. He takes his time. He observes. He calculates. He breathes. And then in a moment of absolute stillness, he takes the shot. That's how you should approach your decisions. The quiet before the action is where the victory is secured. So cultivate moments of silence throughout your day, before a big meeting, before a crucial phone call, before sending that important email. Just a few moments to center yourself, to clear the mental clutter, and to align your thoughts with your intention. Because when your mind is still, your intuition speaks loudest. And your intuition, my friends, is often your greatest guide. It's the silent wisdom that separates the average from the unstoppable. Master the silence, and you will master your mind. And when you master your mind, you master your life. Silence is resilience, forging unbreakable fortitude. Life will hit you hard. It will punch you in the gut, knock the wind out of you, and leave you wondering if you have what it takes to get back up. In those moments, the natural human instinct is to cry out, to complain, to seek sympathy, to broadcast your pain. But the wolf, the true warrior, understands that some battles are fought in silence, and some wounds are best healed in solitude. This isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about transforming them. It's about taking the pain, the frustration, the anger, and channeling it into something productive, something powerful, something that strengthens your resolve instead of weakening it. The silent recovery. When you face a setback, resist the urge to immediately vent to the world. Instead, take time in silence to process what happened. What did you learn? What will you do differently next time? This quiet introspection turns failure into feedback and feedback into fuel. Building emotional armor. Every time you choose to internalize a struggle, to fight your own demons in quiet solitude, you are building emotional resilience. You are teaching yourself that you are capable of enduring discomfort, that you don't need external validation or pity to overcome adversity. You become self-reliant, unbreakable. The strength of stillness. When chaos erupts around you, when panic sets in for others, your ability to remain calm and focused in silence is your superpower. It allows you to think clearly, to assess the situation objectively, and to make rational decisions when everyone else is reacting emotionally. Think about steel. It's forged in fire, beaten into shape, then cooled in silence. That's what you are. You're steel, strong, unbreakable, forged in the fires of your pain and tempered by the cold silence of your strength. You don't need to explain your scars. You don't need to justify your battles. Let your resilience be your story. Let your comeback be your roar. This silent fortitude is what separates those who crumble from those who conquer. It's what allows you to persist when others quit. It's what makes you unstoppable. Because when you can face your fears, your failures, and your challenges in quiet resolve, you become truly formidable. You are not waiting for luck. You are not waiting for inspiration. You are consistently taking action, one step at a time towards your goals, your mission. That is the definition of a winner. The echo of authenticity, silence and true connection. Now let's talk about something most people get wrong about success. It's not just about money, power, and achievement. It's about connection. Because what good is an empire if you're ruling it alone? What good is a fortune if you have no one to share it with? True richness is found in deep, meaningful relationships. And the foundation of those relationships isn't constant talking, it's profound listening. It's the power of silence in human connection. Most people talk to be heard. They interrupt, they plan their next statement while you're still speaking. They listen with the intent to reply, not with the intent to understand. But when you master the art of silence in conversation, something extraordinary happens. You create true connection, the gift of presence. When you're truly silent, truly listening, you're giving someone the most precious gift, your undivided attention. You put down the phone, you make eye contact, you shut off your internal chatter and simply absorb what they're saying, both verbally and non-verbally. This communicates respect, trust, and genuine care. Deep understanding. Silence allows you to hear not just the words, but the meaning behind them. You pick up on nuances, on unspoken emotions, on the true heart of what someone is trying to convey. This leads to deeper understanding, better communication, and stronger bonds. Powerful responses. When you listen silently and thoughtfully, your responses become more impactful, more insightful, and more authentic. You're not reacting impulsively. You're responding with wisdom and empathy. Think about a therapist or a skilled negotiator. Their power often lies not in what they say, but in their ability to listen, truly listen, to every word, every hesitation, every silence of the other person. They hear the subtext. They understand the underlying motivations. And then with that profound understanding, they can respond in a way that creates trust, builds rapport, and ultimately achieves their objective. So, in your personal life, make time for silent presence. Put away the distractions. Sit with your loved ones, your friends, your mentors, and just listen. Not just with your ears, but with your whole being. Ask open-ended questions and then be silent as they answer. Give them the space to express themselves fully. Because when you do, you'll discover a depth of connection that words alone can never achieve. This isn't just about being a good conversationalist. It's about being a powerful human being. It's about building a rich life that is not just successful, but deeply fulfilling. The silent rehearsal, programming your mind for victory. Your mind is a battlefield, and the thoughts you allow to dominate are the ones that will shape your reality. Most people let their minds run wild, a chaotic storm of fear, doubt, and negativity. But the master, the one who truly understands the game, knows that the mind can be programmed, it can be trained, it can be disciplined. And the most powerful training tool for your mind is silent rehearsal. This is the act as if principle taken to its deepest level. It's not about faking it till you make it, it's about becoming it, first in your mind, then in your world. Pre-paving success. Before any major event, a sales call, a presentation, a difficult conversation, a workout, take 5-10 minutes in absolute silence. Close your eyes. See yourself performing flawlessly. Feel the confidence. Hear the words coming out of your mouth with precision and power. See the positive outcome. Overcoming obstacles. Don't just visualize success. Visualize yourself calmly and effectively navigating challenges. See yourself staying cool under pressure. See yourself finding solutions where others see dead ends. This silent rehearsal trains your subconscious to respond effectively when real challenges arise. Affirmation and stillness. In your silent moments, repeat powerful affirmations to yourself, not just as words, but as felt experiences. I am decisive. I am confident. I am a master of my craft. I am unstoppable. Feel these words vibrating through your entire being. This repetition, in silence, bypasses your conscious filter and imprints directly onto your subconscious. Your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. So when you silently rehearse success, you're literally building new neural pathways, training your brain to expect, to seek, and to create that outcome. This is why champions always visualize their victories. They see themselves crossing the finish line, making the perfect shot before they ever step onto the field. This silent rehearsal isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's how you prepare your mind for battle. It's how you instill unshakable belief. It's how you program yourself for victory. Long before you ever step into the arena, do this consistently. And you'll find yourself reacting with confidence and skill in situations that would paralyze others, because you've already won the battle, silently, in the fortress of your own mind. And once that foundation is laid, nothing can stop you. The silent leap, when action speaks louder than words. You can talk about your dreams. You can talk about your goals. You can talk about your intentions until you're blue in the face. But the world doesn't care about what you say. It cares about what you do. And the most impactful actions are often those taken in silence, without fanfare, without permission, without the need for applause. This is the silent leap. Most people wait for the perfect moment. They wait for validation. They wait for someone else to give them the green light. But the true leader, the one who makes things happen, understands that action is currency, and silent, consistent action is worth more than 1,000 empty promises. I execute without announcement. You don't need to tell everyone your grand plans. The less fanfare, the more focused your energy. Just put your head down and work. Let your results be the big reveal. Solve problems, don't just complain while others are busy pointing out flaws. You're quietly devising solutions while they're stuck in analysis paralysis. You're taking imperfect action and learning along the way. Your quiet work makes you indispensable. Build momentum and stealth. Every small silent win builds upon the last. These compound, creating an unstoppable force that eventually breaks through barriers others thought impenetrable. It's the consistent daily grind that adds up to extraordinary outcomes. This is the essence of the wolf's approach. Strategic, precise, and lethal in its execution. The wolf doesn't broadcast its hunger. It hunts. It doesn't announce its intentions. It moves. And when it strikes, it does so with unwavering focus and deadly efficiency. That's your model for action. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for validation. Don't wait for external motivation. Take that silent leap. Take that first step, then the next, and the next. Because every time you act, you create momentum. Every time you execute, you build confidence. And every time you deliver, you solidify your reputation as someone who gets things done, not with noise, but with undeniable power. The world is full of talkers. It's time to become a doer, a silent, relentless, unstoppable doer, because your actions taken in the quiet will create a roar that the world cannot ignore. And that, my friends, is the most profound statement of all. The mastermind of muted brilliance, building your inner circle. You might think that building an empire is a solitary journey. While much of the foundational work is done in silence, true exponential growth often happens when you connect with other minds, when you form an alliance of visionaries, of executors, of silent grinders who understand the game. This is your mastermind, and this circle, this sacred inner sanctum, also thrives on a specific kind of silence. The silence of deep trust, of non-judgmental support, and of unfiltered honesty. Most people surround themselves with noise. People who talk but don't act, people who complain but don't create, people who validate their mediocrity. But you seek out minds that operate on a higher frequency. Silent understanding in a true mastermind. There's an unspoken understanding, a shared ambition that transcends words. You don't need to explain your drive, they already feel it. You don't need to justify your risks, they understand the hunger for growth. Non-judgmental support. This is a space where you can share your vulnerabilities, your fears, your failures without judgment. In this silence of acceptance, true solutions emerge and profound healing can begin. It's where you can be truly transparent, knowing you're in a safe, powerful environment. Strategic listening. When your mastermind members speak, you listen intently, not just to their words, but to their wisdom, their experiences, their insights. You learn from their victories and their mistakes, all within the silent space of deep respect and focused attention. Accountability and stillness. True accountability isn't always loud. It's the silent expectation, the knowing glance, the unspoken challenge that pushes you to deliver on your commitments. It's the gentle nudge or the firm, silent reminder that you're held to a higher standard. Think about the wolf pack. Each wolf is powerful on its own, but together their strength multiplies. They communicate not just through howls, but through subtle cues, shared movements, and a profound intuitive understanding of each other's roles. Their collective silence in the hunt is more terrifying than any roar. Your mastermind isn't about constant chatter, it's about focused collaboration. It's about leveraging collective intelligence in quiet, strategic bursts. It's about finding those few individuals who elevate your thinking, challenge your assumptions, and push you beyond your perceived limits, all within a framework of unwavering trust and shared purpose. Seek out these individuals. Cultivate these relationships. Invest your time and energy in building this inner circle of muted brilliance. Because when you surround yourself with those who understand the power of silent work, deep thinking, and relentless execution, your journey to the top becomes not just possible, but inevitable. This is where your individual power becomes amplified, where your silence truly roars. The silent architect, building your future identity. Every action you take, every thought you entertain, every hour you spend or waste is sculpting the person you are becoming. Most people drift through life, allowing circumstances and external influences to shape their identity. But you, my friend, you are an architect. You are deliberately designing your future self, one silent, intentional brick at a time. This is the power of identity installation, and its most potent language is repetition and silence. You don't just wake up one day as the person you aspire to be. You build that person. And the most effective way to build that new identity is through consistent, quiet, repetitive programming of your own mind. Affirmations and stillness. Beyond simple words, you speak your affirmations into existence in the quiet space of your mind, feeling them as truths. I am a disciplined investor. I am a powerful leader. I am a magnet for wealth and opportunity. You repeat these silently, deeply, until they resonate through your very being. Microactions of the future self. Every day take small, silent actions that align with your desired identity. If you want to be a disciplined person, wake up silently and stick to your morning ritual. If you want to be a confident person, silently take a step that pushes you out of your comfort zone. These micro actions, done without fanfare, build a new neurological pathway.
Internal validation. You stop seeking external applause for your efforts. Your reward comes from the quiet satisfaction of knowing you are honoring your commitment to yourself. This internal validation is the strongest form of confidence. Your subconscious mind learns through repetition. It internalizes what you consistently feed it, whether those inputs are conscious or unconscious. So when you deliberately feed it messages of power, discipline, and success in the quiet hours, you are literally rewiring your brain, transforming your core beliefs, and installing a new operating system for your life. This is why the silent grind is so powerful. It's not just about getting tasks done. It's about becoming the kind of person who gets those tasks done. It's about transforming your inner narrative from "I hope I can do this" to "I am the one who does this." The wolf doesn't question its nature. It embodies it. It lives its identity. And you, through your consistent, quiet, intentional actions and self-programming, are forging an identity that is unstoppable. You are not waiting for inspiration. You are the inspiration. You are not waiting for permission. You are the authority. You are not waiting for success. You are becoming success itself, one silent, powerful decision at a time. Embrace this process. Trust this journey, because the person you are becoming in the quiet will one day unleash a roar that shakes the very foundations of your world. You've walked through the blueprint, absorbed the strategies, and understood the profound power of silence as your ultimate weapon. This isn't just theory. It's a framework for absolute domination, a pathway to unleashing the most powerful version of yourself. Remember these core truths: the sacred stillness. Reclaim your first hour. Make it a sanctuary for your mind, free from external noise. The unseen work. Build your empire in the quiet hours when others are distracted. Let your progress be your secret weapon. The art of the unspoken. Meet noise with silence. Let your results speak for themselves, disarming doubters and asserting your power without a single wasted word. Silence is clarity. Cultivate stillness to find your focus, sharpen your vision, and make decisive, impactful choices. Silence as resilience. Transform pain into power. Forge an unbreakable spirit in quiet fortitude, turning setbacks into stepping stones. The echo of authenticity. Use silence to truly connect, to listen deeply, and to build relationships based on presence and understanding. The silent rehearsal. Program your mind for victory through consistent silent visualization and affirmation, installing an unstoppable identity. The silent leap. Take action without fanfare. Let your execution be your loudest statement, building momentum in stealth. The mastermind of muted brilliance. Surround yourself with those who understand the power of quiet work and deep trust. The silent architect. Deliberately build your future identity through consistent, intentional, and often unseen actions. Now it's time to rise. Not with a shout, but with a strategic, relentless, and unshakable will. The world is full of noise, but true power is found in the quiet, in the focused action, in the disciplined grind that happens when no one is watching. Your journey to unparalleled success begins now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now take that first hour. Guard it fiercely. Implement these strategies with the precision of a master. Let your actions, taken in the quiet, create a ripple effect that becomes a tidal wave of transformation. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for applause. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is created by you, in your silence, through your relentless execution. Unleash that inner wolf. Dominate your day, and let your life become a roaring testament to the fact that sometimes the most powerful weapon of all is silence. Go get it.